In a world where change is the only constant, one thing has always kept me grounded: connecting with people. Hi, I'm Yogesh Singh, General Manager of Sales and Marketing at one of the top Japanese MNCs. With over 15 plus years in the corporate world, I've learned that leadership isn't just about targets and strategies, it's about people, purpose, passion, and my passion is sharing that knowledge with Gen X, the leaders, thinkers, and change makers of tomorrow. Through my journey, I want to simplify what I've learned and pass it on. Real stories, real strategies, real growth. This isn't just about business. It's about building a legacy of learning. Join me on this journey, sharing experience, shaping futures. Today, we will talk about embracing imperfection in
Chasing
real-world
perfection is
scenarios.
like living in a gilded cage, a beautiful prison of our own design. We strive for an unattainable ideal, meticulously crafting an image that we believe will bring us happiness and acceptance. But what if the very pursuit of this flawless existence is what's holding us back? Shiny, admired, but confining. The bars gleam, reflecting a distorted image of who we think we should be, rather than who we truly are. The world outside may see a picture of success, but within those golden walls we often feel trapped and isolated. We polish the bars, arrange every detail, obsessing over the minutiae in an attempt to maintain the illusion of control. Each action, each decision, is carefully calculated to fit the mold of perfection we've created for ourselves. Believing this fortress will shield us from judgment and shame, we build these walls high and strong, convinced that they will protect us from the harsh realities of the world. But in doing so, we also shield ourselves from genuine connection and authentic experiences. It feels like control, like we're curating a story of success, carefully selecting and arranging the pieces of our lives to create a flawless narrative. We present this curated version to the world, hoping to gain approval and validation. But a cage, no matter how beautiful, is still a cage. The gilded exterior cannot mask the underlying reality of confinement. We may admire its beauty, but we remain prisoners within its walls. It keeps us small, limits our growth, and drains our energy. The pursuit of perfection consumes our time and attention, leaving us with little energy for the things that truly matter. Our potential withers, like a plant deprived of sunlight. We become obsessed with avoiding flaws, scrutinizing every detail, searching for any imperfection that might shatter the illusion. This constant self-criticism erodes our self-esteem and fuels our anxiety, forgetting to actually live. We become so focused on achieving perfection that we miss out on the beauty and richness of the present moment. Life passes us by while we're busy perfecting our image. Risks, new experiences, and vulnerability fade away. We shy away from anything that might expose our imperfections, limiting our opportunities for growth and discovery. The world becomes a smaller, less vibrant place. The world outside seems terrifying, filled with potential for failure and judgment. We convince ourselves that it's safer to remain within the confines of our gilded cage, even though it's slowly suffocating us. But inside, we're trapped with our harshest critic, ourselves. The constant pressure to maintain the illusion of perfection becomes unbearable. We are our own jailers, trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and criticism. Perfectionism isn't about healthy achievement, it's not about striving for excellence. It's a distorted and unhealthy obsession with flawlessness. It's a defense mechanism, a way to protect ourselves from perceived threats and vulnerabilities. We think perfection will protect us from pain, from criticism, from rejection. We believe that if we can just be perfect enough, we will be immune to suffering. But it's an unwinnable war. The pursuit of perfection is a never-ending battle against an impossible standard. We can never truly achieve it, and the constant striving leaves us exhausted and defeated. We trade authenticity, our true selves, our unique qualities, for a manufactured image of perfection, for a hollow, polished version of ourselves. We become empty shells, devoid of genuine emotion and connection. The cost: our creativity, our passions, our ability to express ourselves freely, our connections, our relationships with others, our ability to form meaningful bonds, our courage, the courage to be vulnerable, to take risks, to embrace the unknown. Breaking free isn't giving up. It's not about lowering our standards or settling for mediocrity, it's daring greatly. It's about embracing our imperfections and vulnerabilities and stepping into the world with courage and authenticity. It's stepping into life's arena, ready to get messy, to make mistakes, to learn and grow, to fall, to stumble, to experience setbacks and disappointments, and to truly live, to embrace the fullness of life with all its imperfections and challenges. The pursuit of perfection is a cage of our own making, a prison built with our own fears and insecurities. The only way out is to embrace imperfection, to accept ourselves as we are, flaws and all, and show up as we are, authentic, vulnerable, and imperfect. That's where we find real joy, true happiness, and lasting fulfillment, growth and connection. It is in our imperfections that we find our strength, our resilience, and our ability to connect with others on a deeper level. The gilded cage is safe, comfortable, and familiar, but life happens outside its bars, beyond its walls, in the messy, imperfect, and beautiful world that awaits us. Social media has turned perfectionism into a relentless competition. We scroll through highlight reels, perfect vacations, perfect meals, perfect lives, rarely seeing the messy reality behind the scenes. This constant exposure distorts our sense of what's normal, making us feel inadequate by comparison. We start performing for an invisible audience, curating moments for likes instead of living them. The pressure to be flawless is exhausting and disconnects us from real experiences. The myth of perfection is a lie sold by media and culture, preying on our fears of not being enough. True belonging and self-worth aren't found in curated images. They're found in authenticity and vulnerability. Let go of who you think you should be. Embrace who you are, imperfections and all. Step outside and look around. Nature is the ultimate teacher of imperfection. No tree is perfectly straight, no stone exactly the same. The coastline is jagged, shaped by relentless waves. Each scar on bark, each twist in a branch tells a story of survival. We admire nature's uniqueness, yet criticize our own flaws. Our imperfections are not failures, they're evidence of our journey. Like the crooked tree, our quirks and scars make us resilient and interesting. Embrace your individuality as you do nature's. See your stumbles and scars as marks of a life lived. You are not something to be fixed, but something to be honored. Let nature remind you beauty thrives in imperfection. Leonard Cohen wrote, "There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in." Our cracks, mistakes, heartbreaks, scars aren't defects. They're openings for growth and connection. Perfectionism urges us to hide our flaws, but it's through vulnerability that we find understanding and compassion. Our greatest strength often emerges from our most broken moments. The cracks teach us humility, empathy, and authenticity. Don't see your imperfections as weaknesses. They're where your story gets interesting, where your humanity shines. To be perfect is to be closed off. To be cracked is to be alive and open. The cracks are not the damage. They are the design. Let the light in. Perfectionism often presents itself as a virtue, a commitment to excellence. It wears the mask of high standards, a polished and professional facade that we believe will lead to success and admiration. But underneath that carefully constructed image is fear, a deep-seated anxiety that gnaws at our confidence. Fear of failure, of not measuring up to the impossible standards we've set for ourselves. Judgment, both from ourselves and from others. The fear of being scrutinized, criticized, and found wanting. And the ultimate fear, being seen as less than flawless, as imperfect and vulnerable human beings. This fear paralyzes us, holding us back from taking risks and pursuing our goals. Breeding self-doubt and silencing our confidence, making us question our abilities and worth. The inner critic whispers insidious lies, constantly reminding us of our perceived shortcomings. "Don't try, you'll never be perfect," it hisses, convincing us that effort is futile. We start to believe it, internalizing the negativity and accepting defeat before we even begin. Shrinking from opportunities and second-guessing ourselves at every turn, afraid to step outside our comfort zone. The result? What happens when we let perfectionism dictate our choices? Regret for chances not taken, dreams left unexplored, and a life lived far below our potential. Perfectionism keeps us waiting for the perfect moment, the ideal circumstances, the flawless plan. A moment that never comes because perfection is an illusion, an unattainable fantasy. Life slips by as we prepare, polish, and procrastinate, endlessly striving for an impossible ideal. The true cost isn't just stress and anxiety. The constant pressure to be perfect takes a heavy toll. It's a life unlived, a potential unrealized, a story left untold. The antidote isn't lower standards or settling for mediocrity, but a new goal, a different perspective. Be brave, not perfect. Choose courage over the illusion of perfection. Show up even when you don't feel ready. Do your best, knowing that your best is enough. And let yourself be seen, mess and all. Embrace your imperfections, your vulnerabilities, your authentic self. That's where real living happens, in the messy, imperfect, and beautiful reality of being human. Perfectionism is the enemy of action, the thief of joy, and the killer of dreams. Courage is the way forward, the path to fulfillment, and the key to unlocking your true potential. We all know someone, maybe it's us, waiting for the perfect moment to start. The artist with canvases hidden away, the entrepreneur endlessly refining their plan, the person postponing joy until everything's just right, but perfect never arrives. Life becomes a series of missed opportunities and deferred dreams. The world rewards action, not perfection. Start before you feel ready. Embrace the mess, take the first step, and learn as you go. The only way to win the waiting game is to stop playing. Growth is messy, awkward, and full of stumbles. Think of a toddler learning to walk. Falling isn't failure, it's learning. Every mistake is data, every misstep a lesson. We don't master anything by avoiding errors, we grow by embracing them. History's greatest successes are built on countless failures and experiments. Edison found thousands of ways that didn't work before inventing the light bulb. Penicillin was discovered by accident, a mistake that changed the world. Failure isn't an indictment of our worth, it's the path to mastery. The goal isn't to avoid falling but to get better at getting back up. Be willing to be a beginner, to be imperfect. When we stumble, we learn. Trade perfection for the resilient spirit of a learner, that's how we become our best selves. In Japanese culture, wabi-sabi celebrates imperfection and transience. The art of kintsugi repairs broken pottery with gold, highlighting cracks instead of hiding them. The result is something more beautiful and valuable for having been broken. Our lives are the same, our scars and struggles are golden seams in our story. Culture tells us to hide our breaks, but true beauty is in embracing them. Healing isn't erasing the past, but integrating it. Our broken places become sources of strength and wisdom. Honor your journey, flaws and all. Let your cracks show. They connect you to the shared human experience. We are more beautiful for having been broken and mended. Embracing imperfection isn't a destination. It's a daily practice, a continuous journey, not a one-time choice. It's about making small, conscious decisions each day to accept yourself, flaws and all. It's a commitment to growth, understanding that perfection is an illusion, and that true beauty lies in authenticity. Here are 5 ways to start. 5 practical steps you can take to begin cultivating a more accepting and compassionate relationship with yourself. These aren't quick fixes, but rather guiding principles to integrate into your daily life. First, practice the good enough principle. Release the need for everything to be flawless. Start before you're ready. Don't wait for the perfect moment, the perfect skills, or the perfect circumstances. Aim for progress, not perfection. Focus on the journey of growth and learning, rather than fixating on an unattainable ideal. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Second, cultivate self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a dear friend. Treat yourself with kindness when you stumble. Acknowledge your struggles, offer yourself comfort, and learn from your mistakes without harsh judgment. Third, share your imperfections. Open up to trusted friends or family members about your struggles and vulnerabilities. Vulnerability builds real connection and dissolves shame. Sharing your imperfections allows others to see you as you truly are, fostering deeper and more meaningful relationships. Fourth, celebrate effort, not just outcomes. Acknowledge and appreciate the hard work and dedication you put into your endeavors, regardless of the final result. Honor the courage it takes to try, not just the result. Recognize that the act of trying, of putting yourself out there, is a victory in itself. Finally, value the journey. Embrace the process of growth and learning, rather than solely focusing on the end goal. Find joy in showing up, not just in reaching a flawless destination. Savor the small moments of progress, the lessons learned along the way, and the person you become in the process. These small shifts, consistently practiced, can transform how you see yourself, fostering a greater sense of self-acceptance and inner peace. Perfectionism loses its grip when you practice courage, compassion, and authenticity. These qualities empower you to embrace your true self, flaws and all. Remember, it's about practicing, not perfecting. It's about the consistent effort you put in, the willingness to learn and grow, and the self-compassion you extend to yourself along the way. Progress is messy, but it's real, it's tangible, it's authentic, and it's a testament to your commitment to growth. Show up as you are, every day. Embrace your imperfections, celebrate your efforts, and trust in the journey. That's where growth and joy live, in the messy, imperfect, and authentic moments of your life. Dare to be imperfect, and dare greatly. Embrace your vulnerabilities, take risks, and live a life that is authentically your own.